they're a single team. And they came all the way from San Antonio to hear my talk about the future of FIRST in North Texas. But actually, thank you, I appreciate that. You know what goes on up here in the North. But really, for those of you who came from Central, or if you're part of the world, maybe consider this a talk about the future of FIRST and how it affects North Texas in specific, because that's what I can give you, specifics about North Texas. So, let's get started. I was at the planning summit at FIRST in Texas in July, and the theme was growth. That was the theme. I was at the first partner workshop in June in Denver, Colorado, and guess what the theme was? Growth. Grow, grow, grow. And sorry, Patrick, you know that when I talk, I'm only allowed to be funny. I didn't interrupt your talk. No, I'm kidding. Thank you. So, grow, grow, grow your boat a little bit. That's the theme. And then they said, Lon, if you don't have 250 First Tech Challenge teams in 5 years, you're fired. I'm kidding.
How many have we got now?
Right, so that's a good question. We have, last year, I calculated it, last year in North Texas, we had 190 teams play in North Texas. 190 teams. That, if we were our own region last year, I calculated it as we would be the 11th largest region in the world. Okay. In 5 years, they want us to grow to be 250 teams. But there are more constraints because we have a problem, and I'm a math teacher, and we're about to do some math. Yeah, this is math class now. Okay, they added another constraint to me. They said, next year, Lon, we expect you to ensure that every team in your region has 2 qualifiers, or 1 tournament in the qualifier. Another constraint, the maximum size for a qualifier, or the maximum size for a tournament, is really 36 teams. So, question number 1 to the audience, get your calculators out. If in 5 years we have 250 teams, I wish I had a whiteboard at the university. Okay. If in 5 years I had 250 teams, and each of those teams gets 2 qualifiers, and each qualifier can only do 36 teams, and when I say qualifier, I'm including tournament. How many qualifying events do I need to have? Work on it with your group. Got it. I work on it, I said. I didn't want to give you all the answers, don't you? Haven't you been taking math class at school? You know when the teacher asks a question, they're asking you at least 3 minutes of giving people a chance to come. Three, 2, and 1. Okay, the person who's excited to tell us has to come down here and tell the group. You understand?
I was going to say Joe. So,
Okay, you go first.
So mathematically 14, but 15 because it's usually one that gets canceled. So yeah.
Point taken. State was not included in that calculation.
Oh, no, hold on, the other one. Further.
Oh, okay, that's really bad.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, all right.
According to my calculations, we need approximately 13.888888889 qualifiers.
All right, cool. So are we gonna round that correctly? Let's go to the next guy over here. Therefore, what's the answer?
4 mine's probably wrong.
4? Okay, yeah, you're fine.
14.
14, everyone give it up for them. What were you gonna say?
Say 14, right?
Okay. All right, thank you.
To your right there.
Yes. 14, absolutely, correct. Next calculation. You ready? Each qualifier or each tournament has 36 teams at it with 6 panels, and each panel has to have at least 2 judges. How many judges will we need in 5 years? Well, really, this year. Calculate, and when you're ready to answer it, please come on down. All right, I'm gonna repeat again. So we've already established the fact. 3, 2, 1, quiet. We have 14 qualifiers, 6 panels, 2 judges each. How many judges do I need? You already did it. Let's check.
So let me just get this right. So there's 6 panels, right? And all those qualifiers, and you have 2 per. You need 12 judges, because it's always the same judges going from panel to panel.
Oh, yeah, so we just need 12 judges going against the event, and there won't be any burnout.
I have 0 confidence in my answer. 68.
Okay, what about the other thing? 14 times 12? 168? All right, well, thank you, give them a hand. That's really good. Good, congratulations.
Oh, wait, I got it. I was thinking maybe close to like 6 or 7. I don't know about you guys.
Okay, I think we gotta work on that still. Okay, cool. All right, thank you. All right, so, all right, now let's find out. All right, math class is over.
Oh, you didn't leave yet. Oh, is Ethan still presenting?
That's quite a hard one.
When's
Because on top of that, I do get a lot of pushback about who judges are. Can judges be affiliated with the team? Can judges have conflicts of interest? And the number one thing I hear is, one, full-time teacher. Go out and recruit 160 something. What was the number again? 168. Go recruit 168 corporate people who are unaffiliated with First, and they would become our judges. That's what I get all the time. And I can do that because I'm a full-time teacher, and on top of that, I run this region. Do you think I can do that? No. I'm not Superman. I know there's a lot of movies this summer. Fantastic Four, Superman. I do not have those Superman and Fantastic Four superhuman abilities to go recruit 168 non-affiliated, never heard about First judges. So that leads me to my next thing. With the goal of there being 250 teams in North Texas in 5 years, and I mean, we have to steadily grow to that. By the way, it's the same goal for Central Texas, correct? 250 teams in 5 years. The goal is there to be 1,000 or so teams in the state of Texas. How do we get there? Now, the first problem I introduced was the problem that I'm going to face, which is the more teams we have, the more volunteers I need to make those events happen for those 250 teams. So I described to you the problem from my end. Now, we need to talk about the problem from your end. So you'll be noticing that there was a big change in the game, the competition manual this year. They got rid of the Motivate Award and they replaced it with 2 awards. And this reminds me, I personally, I'm Jewish, that's my religion. But there is a quote from Jesus that really hit home with me. And it hits home here. He said a statement, wherever your treasure is, there is your heart. Wherever your treasure is, there is your heart. First is incentivizing growth by taking 1 award and they made it 2 awards. And here's the thing. There's 2 new awards. The Reach Award and the Sustain Award. Now, I'm not reading this to you so that you learn how to just get awards. Because it's not about the treasure. It's about the heart. We award that which we want to see. We reward the behaviors that we want to happen. This right here is a clear and loud message to the entire FIRST community around the world, not just in North Texas. It's time to grow your boat. I'm trademarking that one, not actually. It's time to grow. But doing so is going to require action, not on me, the program delivery partner, because once again, I'm too busy to grow the boat. I'm just trying to prevent the boat from sinking. Like was said earlier about canceled qualifiers and canceled state. All these are holes in our boat, and we are clogging those holes. We are trying to stop the burn, as they say. Our house was burning down. It was on fire. We're trying to put out the fires. I can't grow the boat. I can't put out the fire. Well, I can put out the fire, but I can't grow as well. So we're incentivizing growth. Now I want you to notice the language of the award. The Reach Award. This award celebrates a team that has introduced and recruited new people to FIRST. Through their efforts, they have sparked others to embrace the FIRST culture. A portfolio is not required for this award. Great. And so the team is required to document, display their outreach objectives. They have to document their successful recruitment of new teams. They're an ambassador for FIRST, and they have creative and evolving approach to outreach in a way that they market their team in FIRST. So that's the Reach Award. This is going out and trying to get more people involved with FIRST. The Sustain Award. This is also more of an internal award because it says, sustainability and planning are essential for a FIRST team because they ensure the program's long-term success. This award celebrates the team that has considered their future team members and has worked to ensure that their team or program will continue to exist long after they have gone on to develop their careers. A portfolio is not required for this award. They have to do one of the following. They have to have finances or financial sustainability. They have to plan their season. They have a sustainability plan. And then they must discuss, describe, display, or document how a team tracks their progress. Friends, roadmap to success. One of the things I do in my professional trainings, because I am a FIRST certified teacher trainer, I train coaches and teachers around 2 to 3 times a year around the United States about how to run FIRST Tech Challenge teams. And what I do is we open up the award descriptions and we use the award descriptions as a roadmap to help build their team. Not because I want everyone to win awards. Where your treasure is, there's your heart. Because what the awards reward are what makes a great team. If you ever need a plan for your team, start in the award section. It's a roadmap on how to have an amazing team. And 2 of the 6 awards, sustain and reach, have to do with growing first. Growing it elsewhere, that's called reach, and growing it within. The 2 awards solve 2 problems. Problem number 1, we get a new team after 3 or 4 years, the team disappears. So then when another team comes into existence, they didn't grow the region, they just replaced the team that left. So the Sustain Award is rewarding you for your efforts on your team to make sure that your team will still exist 5 years from now. How are you going to do that? Talk with the people you're around. How are you going to sustain for the upcoming decode season? Talk with your partners, and I want to hear some responses. Three, two, one. All right, without running, let's be safe. I want to hear 3 or 4 team opinions. Come on down. Yes, sir. Yes.
If you're an FTCG, you grow an FFL.
Correct. Okay. Yeah, no, let's set first. Okay, come on down. All right, we have 65, 66 circuit breakers. Hello, Emily.
I think we should make sure we're training our, like, we're gonna train our underclassmen so that we share our knowledge kind of before we graduate.
Okay, great, very good, very good. Other teams, come on down.
We failed the seniors, so they never graduate.
Oh, yeah. Hey, quiet, 3, 2, 1.
Recruit younger team members and stay on the team for longer.
So like 7th graders and 8th graders?
Yes, or if we can also remember siblings that can join the team and the team will have more members longer. They can then make new members.
Great idea, thank you.
Have programs that are worth sustaining for long periods of time. This can be programs from helping disabled kids use robots and robotics first to having like what we have on our team, like a podcast. So you can have younger members join that and feel like they're a part of something, so they're more likely to sustain the team as it goes along.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
You have the alumni involved, so they're also teaching young kids. One of the things they're going to learn in college.
Right, okay, cool. So that's like, hey, just because we graduate, we're still involved.
Yeah.
All right, cool, thank you. Yeah.
Buy more parts or have the upperclassmen learn with those parts, and then more that knowledge on the other team members so that they know how to do it. When they become upperclassmen, and then they just pass that knowledge on down. So new team members to be in robotics.
Right, absolutely. Okay, we have 3 more voices, and then they told me my time's up, unfortunately.
Trying to create a pipeline, not just in our communities, but also in our schools, like elementary, middle school, and high school. So it's not just people that are interested, but people that might be interested in people that enjoy outbreaks as well.
Very good. I love that answer the most, actually, so far. Thank you. The only hand. Reason why is because they're going down into more schools and making sure they have first. We got 2 more videos.
Like someone said earlier, having a runner to help out, for example, this event outside during lunch, actually all taking part in runners, helping out with their, I feel like that's really great for an event and a team that runs to.
Thank you very much. I do want to say one last thing there. I know there are Western Baptists is like this guy's gone on too long. But there is a sentence in the game manual, sorry, the competition manual. I changed it and just keep saying it. There is a very amazing sentence in the competition manual about outreach. I had it pulled up and it disappeared on me. Here it is. Okay. All right, write down this this rule number 6.1.4. This is the key. This is how I'm going to end this talk, because I think this is a good way to end this. To summarize though, I told you the problem from my perspective. I'm very busy and I need you to think about me and my team and the judges, that you're recruiting people not just to help out your team. Please also consider recruiting volunteers that would come and help us support the event. So that's kind of what my first point was. Because we're going to have a problem of having the volunteers necessary to have those 14 tournaments and qualifiers. The second thing was you got to grow first and you got to sustain, because the sustaining prevents teams from disappearing. But when you grow, when you're going for the reach award, judges will consider ongoing sustained outreach to be of higher quality than the occasional or one-off outreach. Judges will seek to understand what the impact of the outreach to the individuals being reached by the activity. So, in order for this to work, the judges are telling you what they're looking for right here. It's not just a Zoom meeting that you did with one team and you helped them out with the problem. Is your team doing an ongoing, everyone said the word ongoing.
All right, invite me to a party, bro.
Sustained outreach. Sustained outreach. An ongoing sustained outreach. And that is higher quality. Because what ends up happening is you recruit a team, they come into our very highly competitive North Texas or our super highly competitive Central Texas. They lose, they get discouraged, but you have to be there with your ongoing, sustained outreach to get them the mentorship they need, the skills that they need, the equipment that they need to be successful. We are rewarding the behaviors we want to see, because wherever our treasure is, there is our heart. And our heart this year is to grow first. And I don't have to tell you why first is important, because everyone in this room already knows. We are trying to spread the impact. Please go out there, please reach, and please sustain. That's the future of North Texas. It's not me. You are the future.